Hello, we're going to look at your sight now and see how you can be tricked by some optical illusions. So we're going to start with this image here. And I want you to just stare at this ring for 30 seconds. So I'm going to time it for you. And I want you to try and watch and see if you can not blink. Imagine it's a weeping angel. So you're going to really concentrate on it. So stare at it. I've started my timer, so 30 seconds now. Keep staring at that image. Keep looking at it. That's it. I know it's not a very interesting image, but keep looking at it. That's halfway through. Keep staring. You might start seeing weird things now, but keep staring at it. You've only got a few seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I want you to look at a bit of the school which is empty. So a wall, the ceiling, a blank wall. Stare at it. What can you see? Are your eyes playing tricks on you? Now I'm going to show you some other optical illusions. This one here, can you see this ugly old lady? Yeah, you can see that. But in actual fact, if you turn your head round the other way, or it might be easy if I just turn the paper around, you can see it's actually a beautiful princess. So this is a nice activity for you to have a go at. Can you create your own image like that as well? Now I've got some other images that might not work on the screen. This one here doesn't look like anything much, but you might have to do this one in real life on the paper. So once I finish this film, have a look at the paper version. And what you're going to do is you're going to stare at this, but not like the ring, staring straight at it. You have to focus on behind. So imagine you're looking through the paper at something behind it. And as you stare, you'll start to soften your eyes and your eyes will start to stop focusing on this weird pattern here. And you might see things pop out of the picture in a 3D image. So have a go at that and see if you can find that afterwards. Now, what about these two circles? Which one do you think is the biggest? Do you think it's this one with the big ring around it or this one with the small ring around it? Now, remember that, and when you've finished, go and get a ruler and measure them on the piece of paper and see if you were right. Now, a bit like that, we can also trick our eyes into thinking that something is different when it isn't. So can you see this in the middle here? We've got this long line, okay? Now, can you see it looks dark here and light here? So this bar here is different colours. However, it isn't. It is an illusion. Because if I bend away the background and you can't see any of the background anymore, let me get rid of that and get rid of that. And if you look there, look, it's actually all the same colour. Just because it was next to the lighter background, it looked darker. Next to the darker background, and it looks lighter. So that's another way it tricks. Here's another way of tricking your eyes. Have a look at this checkerboard. Now, number A up there, a letter A up there, that's a black tile, isn't it? Yeah, you agree? And that one there, that's a white tile? Yeah, you agree? In fact, if you look at them closely, this shows that the colours are exactly the same. They're both grey. So this is just to show, connected to them, they're actually exactly the same colour. It's just an illusion. Now we can use illusions to make fantastic pictures, a bit like that old lady one, and see if you can see the a lady and a man, the old lady and the man in this picture. And then look again. Can you actually see two people with their guitars sitting outside their huts? Now this is one of my favourite ones. Is there anything wrong with that elephant? How many legs has he got? Now, this reminds me of my favourite artist called Etcher, who creates these amazing illusions. So this is an Etcher picture, and it shows that if you draw in 2D, you can actually show things to be illusions that are impossible in real life. It's like these stairs going down and then up. And obviously you can't do that in real life, but you can represent it in an illusionary picture. I've got here a static picture. This is not moving. And you might have to test that by looking at it when I've finished on a piece of paper. But can you see how the rings are actually moving? So have a stare at it and see if you can see it moving even though it isn't. And then lastly, I've got it second from last. I've got another illusion. This is another static picture. It's not moving. There's nothing on this that's moving. But can you see black dots appearing inside the white dots? Again, this is just a piece of paper. It's not a trick of the camera. And then the last thing I want you to do is that I'm going to burn out your cones, or your pink cones anyway. Now those are inside your eyes. So I want you to stare at this video. And this video is just of pink dots going round and round and round. I want you to stare at it for 30 seconds like you did at the beginning. And then through those 30 seconds, those pink dots are wearing out your pink cones. So that suddenly you will see, you stop seeing pink dots and you'll see a different colour dot. So shout out when you see a different colour and see if it's the same colour as I'm seeing. So I've suddenly seen a green dot. And what's happened there is my pink cones in the back of my eye have been worn out by staring at pink for so long that it's switched to the next one, which just happens to be a green dot. You can try this again by staring at a pink picture of something like an elephant. And then after staring at it for 30 seconds, close your eyes, look at a blank piece of paper, and you'll suddenly see a green elephant. So I'll leave that with you. Have a look at those ones in real life and see if you can have a go at trying to find some of those illusions.